The New York Jets in Houston unveiling their new rookie quarterback with Joe Willie in
there he is.
Izzy.
He's the man.
Look, Joe Willie. And Joe Willie went up to Mark Sanchez before gave him a pep talk, and it appeared to work, to say the least. Mark Sanchez was on point, and on point on third downs specifically, converting to Chancey Stuckey on 3rd and 10 on the second possession. 8 plays later, Sanchez over the middle to Jericho Cotchery on 2nd and 9. A 17-play drive matches the Jets' longest of all of last season, and that was in the first quarter of Mark Sanchez's first game as a professional quarterback.
Matriculated the ball down the field.
That just led to 3 points, however. Here's Matt Schaub and the Texans. Dumps it off to Steve Slayton, and he is off to the races until... boom! There's a big man with football!
Get him! And the thing that Rex Ryan defense is they get to the football. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hats around the football.
Steve Slayton is upset as Mike DeVito, clearly no relation to Danny, made that fumble recovery. The ensuing possession, wide open, Chancey Stuckey, and that is the first touchdown pass of Mark Sanchez's career. 10-0. Jets on top at the half. What happened here?
Well, it's a full blitz. You see safeties up, and all of a sudden, Mark Sanchez goes back, and he sees a busted coverage. One guy's playing zone, and sometimes these are hard to hit because you got to be careful. He's so wide open, but he'll take it. Easy touchdown for Mark Sanchez and the Jets.
And Joe Willie loves it. Third quarter, Jets opening possession of it. 3rd and 2 from their own 36, moving the chain. Sanchez to Jericho Cotchery, and then on defense, I mean, Rex Ryan, there was a rumor that David Harris would be available. He was doing very well. Leon Washington running the Seminole offense.
Not the Wildcat, but the Seminole?
The Seminole, well, because he is one, just like you, Prod. I think the rest that to the one. Now, as for David Harris, I mean, there was a rumor that the Broncos wanted him in the Brandon Marshall trade. He showed exactly why the Jets would give up on him. He was all over the map on this day. Absolutely all over the map on the day. He had an excellent contest. Jets back at it, 2nd and 15 in a 17-0 game. Thomas Jones capped off that Seminole package moment, but there was Sanchez's first pick of the day.
Sooner or later, you're going to make a mistake. You get comfortable and say, I can get it in there, and he'd like to have that one back.
Dominic Barber's the one who picked up the fumble from John Bussing, who created the turnover to begin with the pick. And suddenly, the Texans are back in the game. It's 17-7 in the fourth quarter, but the ensuing possession for the Jets, Sanchez to Dustin Keller on 3rd and 3.
That's the way to get out the jam. He used an outside release, but still was able to get on the inside of the defender.
Next play, Thomas Jones through the line, and he's gone.
Yeah, big day for Thomas Jones with a couple of touchdowns and 107 yards rushing.
190-38. The Jets outrushed the Texans, whose fans were bumming, while the Jets were absolutely loving. What a way for them to start the season 24-7. Certainly with the Patriots next week at home. Rex Ryan getting that Gatorade bath. Coach him up on Sanchez, Steve.
What a start for this guy. Take a look at this. I like the way they used him now. He goes back and he sits down at 5 steps and he feels and sees Mario Williams, but instead of pushing up or escaping, he backpedals a little bit. I've never seen this before. A little fadeaway jump shot. And to Jericho Cotchery for a completion. And he says, hey, look at this. I can do this thing. This throw stuff. I learned this in high school from my coach, Bob Johnson, at Mission Viejo. Okay, next time he's going to go back in the pocket here. He sees the full blitz. We just showed you this. Now, safeties are up. He knows it's cover 0. And all of a sudden, he's got a wide open. Sometimes these are the hardest throws to make because you don't want to be too careful with the throw. Again, he'll see pressure. Eyes are downfield. He'll feel the contained rush. He'll move up in the pocket and escape to the right. Now, this is a rookie mistake. Mark, if you're watching, I know you are. You can't run to the right and go all the way across the field, across the green. Yeah, you completed this one, but this is not going to happen good for you anytime soon because you got to be careful. You just run right. You just stay on the right side. That's a kind of a dangerous throw, Mark. But you know what? He's 18 out of 31, 272 yards. What a great start from the kid from USC, Brian.
Jets and Patriots. A lot of talk, a lot of smack talk going on. Rex Ryan says he's not going to kiss Bill Belichick's rings. Sends out Kevin O'Connell, a Jet of all of 2 weeks, along with 2 former Patriots, to take the coin toss.
Posturing.
Well, posturing was all the Jets really had going for him entering this game, certainly in the first quarter of this game, as Mark Sanchez's first snap in the history of the Jets-Patriots series he darn near loses the football deep in his own end, and then later on, Leon Washington does lose the football. This is called a fumble, even though it appeared that the ball came out late. Rex Ryan challenges, and I guess the review didn't show anything conclusive, and they had to go with what the call was on the field.
The Patriots stripping the ball like they did last week against Buffalo.
So the Jets defense had to hold Tom Brady out of the end zone, and boy, howdy, did they ever do that.
He was hit again.
Right, Revis with a pick there.
Hit again.
He was under pressure all day long. What a great play by Darrell Revis.
So Tom Brady and the Patriots put up 9 points. 9 points. So the Jets were still in this game 9-3 at halftime. The first play of the second half. Different story. Only 57 total yards for the Jets on offense in the first half. The first play in the second half, Jericho Cotchery with a 43-yard pass play. Then 2 plays later, Sanchez, nice throw to Dustin Cup.
Took him a little bit to get warmed up and into this game. Only 3 of 5 in that first half. Boy, in the second half, he felt relaxed and confident.
Jets take a lead 10-9, and then later in the third quarter, knocking on the door again, and Chancey Stuckey busts the door down, called a touchdown. But Bill Belichick's got a red hanky in his sock. Looks like Sanchez is kicking.
Hurry up, let's run.
Hurry up. Yeah, because as you can see, this works for Chancey Stuckey in Clemson, but not in the National Football League in the Netherlands. So the Patriots with a good challenge. And then is Sanchez
changing the play in his first game ever in this series?
On 3rd and goal against the Patriots?
And he had it.
Oh, no!
If only Jimmy Hoffa didn't take down Chancey Stuckey, that might have been a touchdown. But instead, the Jets have to settle for a field goal. 13-9, fourth quarter. Sanchez throwing on 3rd down at Jericho Cotchery, moving the chains, led to another field goal, 16-9. But the Jets settling for field goals, letting Tom Brady and the Patriots still have a chance to tie the game with a drive, except the defense slamming the door on Fred Taylor on 3rd and 1. Jets get the ball back. Leon Washington, 19-yard gain.
Florida State guy.
Yes, he is, and holding on to the ball at that.
3 plays later, it's 3rd and 3. Patriots have only 1 timeout left, 2:35 to go. In essence, the Jets can just pick up the first down and essentially end the game, but Sanchez goes down. Ty Warren with the sack.
Keep the clock moving anyway.
So the Patriots get the ball back with a chance to go down the field and tie. 1:13 to go. 3rd and 10. Brady over the middle. Tipped by Eric Smith.
That play worked last week, Rich.
Almost picked by Kerry Rhodes. Last chance for the Patriots. 4th and 10. Brady for Joey Galloway. It's incomplete. And the Jets win at home against the Patriots for the first time since 2000. And they walk the walk after talking the talk.
Kerry Collins and the Titans surprisingly still looking for the first victory of the year. Meanwhile, Mark Sanchez looking to become the first rookie QB to start out to 3-0. And of course, the Jets in those old AFL uniforms, the New York Titans, and the Titans in those Oiler uniforms. And how about Sanchez? Oils his way into the end zone.
Nice escape out the back door here, but he has good awareness now as he hits and he spins around. Reach that ball over the goal line right there. It's a touchdown. Well done, Rook.
And huge, the Jets were on 3rd down on that drive. 4 of 4, opened up 7-0. On the ensuing kickoff, Ryan Amutan hit by Jason Trusnick, and Trusnick recovers for the Jets. So this team playing in the personality of Rex Ryan and Sanchez. Nice job on the finish, huh, Franz?
Good
nice
full
play.
sell, leaned over the ball, easy touchdown. This is what Tennessee didn't want to happen. Have to put the play from behind, 14-0 early.
All right, Sanchez to Ben Hartsock there. Second quarter, 14-0. Sanchez hit by Tony Brown. Javon Curse recovers for the Titans. So the Titans trying to get something going. Jeff Fisher says that away, guys. Lendale White. Smashes his way in from 5 yards away.
Lighter Lendale White, but he still has the power to get it in, short yardage and goal line.
Right, Jets on top 14-10 at the break. Same score in the third. It's Kerry Collins to Nate Washington.
Back shoulder fade at its best. That's one of the hardest plays to defend in the NFL. It's almost impossible to defend that.
17-14. Titans take the lead. Ryan Mouton having his issues on special teams. Larry Izzo recovers for the Jets.
Second special teams turnover.
And L to the Izzo.
He drifted right there. You got to get your both feet up under the ball and make a great fair catch. He drifted a bit.
Jeff Fisher talking to Mouton there. 4 plays later, it is Sanchez to Kotchery.
Good location. He put it on his body. He didn't stretch him out into the safety. Well done.
Who says the Jets don't have any receivers? Up 21-17. It's Sanchez going up top. This kid has made very few mistakes, Coach.
Great pass.
It is in good location, and the receiver saved enough grass on his outside to make that throw over the top of the defender. This is excellent.
All right, it led to a Jay Feely field goal. So the Jets on top by a touchdown, and Kerry Collins, he struggled today.
Yeah, he threw the ball 37 times, and they don't want to throw the ball. They want to pound it. They want to control the game on the line of scrimmage, in the trenches, and that was not the case today.
All right, picked off by David Harris, and Harris can bring the wood on the rush as well, Prime.
Yes, he can. He was harassed all day, and this is unlike the Tennessee Titan offense. They got to get back to the basics of running the football effectively.
4th and long, incomplete. Jets win at 24-17. Mark Sanchez starts out 3-0. It's a record.
Battle of the unbeatens, the 3-0 Jets and the 3-0 Saints in the Superdome. And the Jets defense did the job against Drew Brees, holding him to just a field goal on the first drive. And then Mark Sanchez, when he was done biting the fingernails of regret.
What a manicure.
Comes down the field, 6 plays down, and then
Not him.
bagged by Darren Sharper with this run. He will not only go primetime later.
Yes, he will.
But he becomes just the second player in history with a pick six of over 90 yards twice in the same season. You know the other one is, Steve Narry?
Who's that man?
Am I sitting next to him?
We both are.
Whoa. Is he dapper?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, no, Darren's
Hey,
down. I know yours.
Sharper, we talk about Ed Reed a lot, but that guy's good.
Meanwhile, here comes Pierre Thomas.
All kinds of Pierres.
He takes it down to the 1 yard line, and 3 plays later, Drew Brees to Jeremy Shockey. Throws it away. Sean Payton says, go for it.
Why not?
Why not go for it? Up 10-0, and Brees looks for his lineman, Jamar Nesbitt.
No. It's not
He
happening.
didn't run a very good route.
Nesbitt. Wasn't that an Eddie Murphy movie? Well, the Jets are backed up.
Get
and
rid
look
of
out.
it. Showing
Will
that he has no
Smith
Pampers.
sacks Mark Sanchez.
He
who
is a
fumbles
rookie.
it. Remy Adele recovers it, and 2 rookie mistakes by Mark
You got to
Sanchez
get rid of it.
in the
Have that
first
clock.
half.
Can't sit back there very long.
17-0, a pick 6 for 98 yards. Chris Jenkins telling
Said,
him,
we got you, baby.
we have your back on defense. And boy, did they ever. Reggie Bush takes the handoff, but he fumbles. Brian
this
Thomas
is a big
causes
year
it.
for Reggie Bush, Rich.
4 plays later, as Rex Ryan has the pink bill of the green cap, hands it to Thomas Jones, who becomes the 40th player in NFL history with 8,000 career rushing yards, touchdown. With that 98-yard pick 6 and the fumble in the end zone, the Jets are down just 1 touchdown in the 4th quarter. Drew Brees on 3rd and 6 lobs it up to David Thomas. Nice play by the Saints offense. 3rd and 2. 3 plays later, Lance Moore. Great defense. Stopped by Drew Coleman before the line again. It's another 4th down. They hurry up to the line of scrimmage, and Drew Brees sneaks it. But Wiley
Hold on.
Calling timeout.
He's freezing the quarterback.
Sneaky Rex.
He got it in there.
He does get it in there. 3 plays later, though. Next play, though. Chris
Oh,
Jenkins.
jeez.
Taking
a good
advantage
hard
of
count.
someone being
That's a
aggressive.
veteran quarterback. Hard count. Good job.
So the cat and mouse games are moot. 3 plays later, 9th play of the drive. Robert Meacham on 3rd down moves the chains.
Hit 10 different receivers on the day.
This is a big-time drive against a big-time defense in 2009. It is Heath Evans down to the 1. Next play, Peter Thomas. Pierre pops it in. Only the 3rd touchdown given up by the Jets defense this year. And then 3rd and 21, down 2 scores, 4 minutes to go. Sanchez has to try and make a play. And who gets him again but Darren Sharper.
He anticipates well.
His 5th interception of the season. New Orleans 4-0 for the first time since 1993. And Darren Sharper not only tied you for pick 6s of 90-plus yards in the same season, he surpassed you on the all-time pick 6 list.
There were 5 lead changes in this bad boy. Braylon Edwards showing up for work with his brand new team. The Jets had traded for him early on last week, and Edwards warming up. He started in this ball game. And so did Ronnie Brown. We know what this is all about, Charles.
You know, you keep hearing people say, hey, we think we know how to stop or slow down the Wildcat. Not the Dolphins version.
21 yards to Anthony Fasano. And on the next play, it's Ricky Williams, 18 yards down to the Jets' 27. It's Brown. Gets in from the 1-yard line. So the Dolphins open up with an 80-yard scoring drive on the opening drive. Hey, what about the Jets? A little trickery, a fake punt. Steven Weatherford keeps it for a 26-yard gain down to the Miami 40. 4 plays later on a 3rd and goal, it is Sanchez to his new toy, Braylon Edwards. Nice pass, and the game is tied up at 7.
What a great catch, too, by Braylon Edwards. You know, you always hear about the drops. Not his first one as the Jet.
All right, but here come the Dolphins. Chad Henne, you know what? Big night for him. Making his 2nd career start. Dumps it off to Ricky Williams, and Williams cuts it back. 59 yards. Darrelle Revis there to save a touchdown. Dan Carpenter tacked on a 35-yard field goal, put the Dolphins on top 10-7. 2nd quarter now, same score, and it's Mark Sanchez stepping up, avoiding pressure. Nice grab by Braylon Edwards.
Really nice catch by Edwards, right in the danger zone, right in the middle of the field where you expect to get whacked. He went up and snatched it out of the air.
Rex Ryan, the gambler. We already saw a fake punt now on a 4th and 3. Brad Smith keeps the ball on the fake and gets the first down. And led to a Jay Feely field goal. It was 13-10. Jets at the break. All right, 3rd quarter, more from Ricky Williams over Jim Leonard. A 15-yard gain. 4th quarter, same drive. 5 plays later, 2nd and goal now. It is Henne. Or check that. It is Sanchez deep downfield to David Clowney down to Miami 24. And now Sanchez to Edwards again. And this is why they got him. Just put it up there and see if he can make a grab.
And they called it a touchdown initially on the field. It was overturned on challenge, and they end up putting it inside the 1-yard line. But what a terrific catch. Gets both feet down in bounds and possesses it all the way to the ground.
All right, no worries. Here comes Thomas Jones, who runs it right up the middle and twists in. Jets on top 20-17. Edwards says, yeah, that's why they got me.
When you're a Jet, you're a Jet.
But how about Henne? Calm and poised to Fasano from 14 yards to the 47. On the very next play action. I mean, steps up, has all day, and has the arm, Charles.
Big league arm. There was never any question about that, about Chad Henne coming out of Michigan. They like his makeup, and tonight, don't think for a second he wasn't competing a little bit against the hype of Mark Sanchez, too.
53 yards to Ted Ginn Jr. How about Sanchez to Edwards? And it looks like a pass interference call will be made. Will Allen draped all over him.
Got the inside arm that he took away a little bit before the ball got there, but still, Edwards had a chance to haul that one in.
All right, here comes Thomas Jones again, right up the middle. So the Jets on top 27-24. One of the 5 lead changes in this ball game. Dolphins, though, get it right back. And it's the 7th play of the drive here on a 3rd and 5.
Oh, that's pretty. Did you see the ball placement on that one, Fran?
Greg Camarillo right there for a first down. Henne now rolls out, stops, plants, fires. It's Camarillo again for a first down inside the 5. All right, 10 seconds left. It's Ricky Williams running away on the fake, and Ronnie Brown keeps it. Dolphins on top, 31-27 with 6 seconds left. And Tony Sperano's team wins for the 2nd straight week, 31-27 over the Jets. They have scored 69 points in their last 2 games after drumming the Buffalo Bills back in week 4.
In Giants Stadium, where the Jets call it the Meadowlands, taking on the Buffalo Bills against the Cajuns. 2nd quarter tied at 3. Trent Edwards, this would be the last moment of the game for him. He's the meat in the Calvin Pace, David Harris sandwich.
Oh, he started off 5 for 5, and then he just took concussion.
So the Jets, later in the quarter, handing it off to Thomas Jones. Jones, 64-yard burst.
Nice cut back. Watch Braylon Edwards hustle to get a block on the play.
64 yards, the Jets would have to settle for a field goal, 6-3 after the Bills go 3 and out with backup Ryan Fitzpatrick in the game. Thomas Jones takes this one the whole distance. He's gone, and there's nothing they can do about it. 71 yards, Jones would have a franchise record 210 yards of rushing on the day. So with him running like crazy,
You would think.
and Ryan Fitzpatrick playing his first action
You would
of the game,
think.
At home, you think the Jets would have this wrapped up, right?
Right?
Well, you never know.
Well, Mark Sanchez, whenever he threw the ball, very little good things happened.
At Braylon Edwards.
It was his third interception of the game at this point. 2 of them by that guy, Jarius Byrd. And the Bills would turn that pick into points. Ryan Fitzpatrick, the Harvard man, does something Trent Edwards couldn't do all year long. Let's find Lee Evans, Lovey. I'll go tell the others.
He's been open all year long.
He's the speed guy.
37 yards, ties the game at 13 late in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, it's 13 all still. The Bills have the ball again at midfield. Fitzpatrick to Lee Evans, 12-yard gain.
Open
Nice
all
throw.
year.
On time and outside.
5
Beautiful throw.
plays later, Ryan Lindell with 4 ticks to go. 46-yard field goal to shock the Jets. And it is wide right.
Going into OT.
Rex Ryan loving. Dick Duran is still cagey. In overtime, the Jets get the ball. Win the toss. From their 38. Leon Washington, 33-yard gain. 5 plays later, Jay Feely, who missed the field goal at the end of the first half, trying to tee up a 50-yarder to win it, and the snap is fumbled.
Fire.
Well, Steve Weatherford is weatherproof. He could not hold on to the snap, and Mark Sanchez can't believe it. However, he gets the ball back. Edwards looks for Braylon Edwards again. Sanchez for Edwards.
Can't stare him down the entire
This
run.
happens now when you got a young quarterback trying to get the ball to his go-to guy, and he's forcing it in there a little bit too much.
5th interception of the day. Next drive for the Bills, Fred Jackson on 3rd and 4, big first down, and then 6 plays later, Ryan Lindell, a redemptive swing of the leg. And the Jets blow it at home. There's no other way to put it.
Wow.
6 turnovers in all. They had a 200-yard rusher. It's only the 7th time since the merger that the team has 200 yards from one player, and they don't win. And Mark Sanchez threw 5 picks. In his last 3 games, he's looked like, well, I guess a rookie quarterback usually does. And the once-upon-a-time 3-0 Jets are now 3-3. NFL Game Day Final presented by KFC takes you to the black hole. Mark Sanchez coming off his 5-pick loss to the Bills. Jamarcus Russell, the surprising Raider win over the Eagles. But they didn't wear green, the Jets. They wore their old Titan uniforms. And on the first play from scrimmage, Calvin Pace knocks the ball loose from Jamarcus Russell, who coughs it up.
First play.
And then Thomas Jones, 4 plays later, Rex Ryan says, go for it on 4th and 1.
Look at the clock. It's 12, it's almost 13 minutes left, and you already scoring.
1-yard run for Thomas Jones. 7-0 Jets. That's your score next possession. Leon Washington.
Oh, boy.
This was his last play of the day, and if not his season. And some people are wondering if his career could be in jeopardy as his fibula popped through his leg, and he had surgery that day.
Praying for you, my man. Praying for you.
In Oakland, Jamarcus Russell is picked by Jim Leonard on the next Raiders possession.
Who was he throwing to, Mooch?
He's going to make a tackle, though.
He should. He got like 5 tackles on the season.
And then 2 plays later for the Jets, Mark Sanchez runs the QB draw.
Yeah, nice draw. Nice play call. Very well blocked.
Dunk it.
And he's
Can he
got
jump?
ups.
Can he jump?
Dunk it. With the left hand.
Back in his native California, he's feeling good. Next Raiders possession, Russell to the end zone. Terrell Revis picks it.
This corner can play, huh,
Oh,
Brian?
that's a great play.
So with Leon Washington out and the Jets running the football, trying to keep Sanchez from winging it all over the lot. Sanchez had only 15 attempts. Sean Green, the rookie from Iowa, had 19 rushes, 2 touchdowns, and 144 yards rushing. Third quarter, Tom Cable. Many people wondering, why is Jamarcus Russell still playing when he's ineffective? Tom Cable pulls Russell.
Because we need a spark.
Marcus said, okay, I'm cool.
And Bruce Gradkowski trying to provide that spark with his
Nice
legs.
footwork.
Give
Nice
him a little
footwork, coach.
Look at that. First down.
Takes it to midfield. 6 plays later,
Little spunk.
Gradkowski realizes that Calvin Pace treats all Oakland quarterbacks the same. He got a sack fumble of Jamarcus Russell, and here he does the same to Gradkowski.
He's got to be aware of that rusher on the backside.
And the
Different
Jets
quarterback.
get the ball back.
Same result.
Looks like Barty or
Right, Barty, I thought that was Doug Lee for a minute.
And Mark Sanchez to David Clowney turns that turnover into points.
Beautiful throw.
It's the worst home
That
shutout
ball,
the
baby.
Raiders have ever suffered in their history. And Sanchez had enough time.
Is that a hot dog?
That's it, Mark. No more hot dogs.
Is that a Chick-fil-A? It's a Chick-fil-A. All right, let's go to the Meadowlands.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
You know the blood is not good between these two teams.
Oh, you knew Joey was going to stir it up a little bit.
Didn't you say that?
Oh, you knew it. You knew it.
Cody Rhodes
Tried you,
fired
Joey.
up. Tight ends are even getting into
Tried
it.
Joey like that.
Wow.
Joey Porter is a
This
nut.
game was tied at 3 in the third quarter, but don't let that scoreboard fool you. It wouldn't stay that way for long. Thomas Jones with an 11-yard gain. Paul Pasqualoni watching Jay Feely trot out for a 55-yard field goal attempt, and it is good.
down the middle.
Jets are on top 6-3 for Rex Ryan's crew. He loves it until they kicked off.
Yeah, we only show you this for one or two reasons.
Ted Ginn from the end zone. It is a 100-yard return coming off a week in which he was benched during practice. Former old Dolphins were bagging on Ginn in the press. And he's got the Dolphins on top 10-6. Next possession for the Jets. Sean Green stripped. Jason Taylor picks it up. And Rex Ryan cannot believe it. A kickoff return and a defensive return has his team down 17-6. And in the ensuing possession, Devon Bess muffs the punt. Tony Sperano's now not happy with his special teams. He would be later. 5 plays later, Mark Sanchez.
Oh, wow. Hey.
I would say he was hot dogging, but 17-13, the Dolphins on top. Nobody saw Sanchez.
Nice sell.
Look at this.
Well done. That's a good play call.
Great play call.
But the Jets have to kick off. And Mike Westhoff saying, look, this is what you do when Ted Ginn gets the ball. You need to cover. And it doesn't work.
See, this normally doesn't happen. See, I missed one, missed two.
Never.
Missed. Oh, he's gone. He's over. Because he can fly.
The first player in NFL history with 2 kickoff returns of 100 yards or more in the same game, Ted Ginn Jr. Dolphins on top 24-13, but this game was not done by a long shot.
Oh, look at this play. Now, this is what he's great at now. He gets, people get on him about playing wide receiver, but he's a great return man.
Jets next possession, first play of Jericho Cotchery. 53-yard gain, longest pass play of Sanchez's young career.
Good job by Mark extending the play and creating and finding the open man.
2 plays later, Sanchez, Braylon Edwards.
Nice.
Get it in!
The ball comes loose, but the official says that Braylon had crossed the goal line before it comes loose. Jets make it a 1-possession game again.
He's a strong man. He's going to pull both of these guys over the goal line with him.
5-point game, Jets go for 2. Don't get it. Fourth quarter we go. Dolphins next possession. Well, it's the third quarter. 3rd and 2.
Wildcat.
Ronnie Brown, Wildcat, was one of the first positive plays that the Wildcat had against the Jets on this day. The Jets had bottled it up until that point. 4 plays later, Chad Henne to Devon Bess appears to fumble, but to be honest, the replay wasn't called up in the production truck fast enough. The Dolphins
That was a fumble.
The Dolphins got the playoff before the replay was even shown on television, so the Jets didn't challenge it, and it paid off for the Dolphins.
And he does best. He throws very well on the run.
Joey Haynes makes it a 30-19 game. Dolphins go for 2. Don't get it. Jets next possession. Sanchez to Braylon Edwards over the middle, 20 yards. 2 plays later. Remember, this was a 3-3 game at the half. Sanchez to Dustin Keller. Touchdown, Jets.
Great
catch.
Great fingertip kick. And a great route.
Jets go for 2 now. Jets go for 2 to try to make it a 1-field-goal game. And Sanchez converts to Wallace right, but there's a flag on the play. Jets called for an illegal shift.
Well, let's do it again.
Rex Ryan cannot believe it. He thought he had it within 1 field goal. Now it's a 2-pointer from the 7, and Sanchez doesn't convert. 30-25. That would rear its ugly head for the Jets later on. Next possession, 3:03 left in the game. Sanchez to Jericho Cotchery. 12 yards first down. 2 plays later, 2nd and 10 from the Miami 39. Thomas Jones rushing up the middle.
These are the two best rushing teams in the National Football League.
4 plays later, it's 4th and 10. Last chance saloon for the Jets. And Sanchez can't find anybody until he throws it up for Dustin. Keller makes a play.
Oh, what a play. What a play. Way to keep that play alive. Way to find the receiver and give him an opportunity to make a play. Dustin Keller makes
Throw it over the top of the linebacker. Good trajectory on the ball. Excellent catch.
Dustin time, you might say.
Dustin time.
3 plays later, Sanchez is sacked, though, by Randy Starks, who had a big game for the Dolphins. It's 4th down again. Sanchez trying to extend the play again. This time, though, it doesn't work. And the Dolphins hold on to sweep the Jets. First time that's happened since 2003. And the Dolphins resurrect their season again. The Jets had 2 chances to put a nail in the Dolphins' coffin. 1 nail, perhaps not the final one, but Ted Ginn and the Dolphins come off the mat again to sweep the Jets. A very bitter pill for Rex Ryan to swallow. 2 old Baltimore assistants, Rex Ryan and
They
Jack
laughing
Elliott.
now.
Probably carpool.
Well, Rex wasn't laughing as the first play of the game was an interception by Mark Sanchez that 5 plays later led to this.
Hercules.
Maurice
Got
Jones
in on
threw
that one.
55
Watch him drop it.
yards
Watch
on
him
the-
drop it,
Oh,
Rick.
let's check it out.
Whoa.
Would you pull a groin if you did that?
I would have bust a hamstring.
Jets up 10-7 when David Garrard runs it in.
Oh, that was too easy.
14-10. Jaguars are sticking it to the Jets in the Meadowlands. Maurice Jones-Drew picked up the blitz that helped open things up for Garrard. And this offense isn't just caffeinated, it's hyphenated. Here's Mike Sims-Walker.
They got a lot of names over there, don't
You have 2 last names. You got to have names.
Jaguars up 21-13 at the half. That's your score in the second half.
Oh, jeez. Trying to throw the
Sanchez.
quick screen to the receiver.
Pick up your feet, man.
Roll.
Turf monster got him. You could have went prime time. Not there playing.
But it's big, turf monster, because 2 plays later, Jack Del Rio wouldn't be laughing. The exchange is botched, and Maurice Jones-Drew puts the ball on the turf, rare for him, and the Jets get the football.
Yeah, he hit him too high with the exchange. It's up in his pads. Get it down a little bit.
And so, no points right there. 4th quarter we go. It's 21-16. Jets on the plus side of the field. Sanchez on 3rd and 9. And Braylon Edwards makes the catch.
Nice, tough grab, Braylon.
4 plays later, it's 4th and 1 for the Jaguars 15. They flip it out to the rookie running back from Iowa, Sean Green.
Great play call.
Down to the 1 with 5 minutes to go in the game. Thomas Jones puts the Jets on top.
All right, just break the plane.
7 minutes, 77 yards. Jets going for 2. They're up 1. Sanchez buying time. Finds Braylon Edwards.
Oh, jeez. Hang on, Braylon.
Jets only up by 1. 3:14 to go in the game. Jaguars 3rd and 8 from their own 38. Garrard moves the chains to Mike Thomas, 15-yard gain. Next play, 2:34 to go. David
Busted
Garrard.
coverage. Supposed to be cover 2. Wide open down the middle.
Mercedes Lewis, 33-yard gain. 2 plays later, Jets out of timeouts. Minute 48 to go. Maurice Jones-Drew with a touchdown in front of him. Takes a knee.
Smart play, big fella.
So the Jaguars, because he takes a knee, can drip the clock all the way down to only 1 more tick to go and then kick an extra point distance field goal to win it and go into the Meadowlands and shock the New York Jets. Oh, it's just so close, the difference between winning and losing in the NFL. The Jets' last 4 losses have been 5 points or less. The Rex Ryan's team trying to sweep the season series from Bill Belichick. Would you believe, right off the bat, the first quarter, he had a 4th down decision.
I believe it.
Then what you think he's going to do?
He went for it.
Because he has that swagger.
And Lawrence Maroney picks it up. Plus, that's sort of the
That's
spot
what
in the
he
field
does.
where you normally
That's
go.
what
he
he and
does.
not go for it.
But the next play, Lawrence Maroney gives it right back. Instead of a turnover on down, it's just a plain old turnover.
He'll be in the doghouse again.
Well, it was a full game for him to play. He redeemed himself.
I think he's going to make up for it here.
He would.
He did this last week.
So the Jets get the ball back as the
There's
ball
the
is
ball.
loose before Maroney's knee hits the ground. But 4 plays later, Mark Sanchez gives it right back, and then some. Pick 6 by Lee Bodden.
Nice cover. Way to break on that. Holding in one hand, Coach.
Yeah,
Bodden had 3
He really didn't hold it up.
Well, he held it wide.
Yeah, just kind of halfway.
3 interceptions on the day for Bodden. 3.
He made those runs, even though he didn't hold it.
Next possession after Jets 3 and out, Tom Brady finds a man who missed the Week 2 loss against the Jets.
And he's the difference.
He had 2 games worth of statistics. Wes Welker, 15-yard gain. 4 plays later, Randy Moss on Darrelle Revis.
That's a man.
He fakes the fade and runs inside on the slant.
Second quarter, after another Jets 3 and out, Brady to wide open Wes Welker.
There's a blown coverage
No,
here.
4 guys went at Moss on that play, Coach.
15 catches for 192 yards.
Is that all?
2 plays later, here's Maroney running downhill.
Powerful guy. He pushes the pile.
Jets got a touchdown right before the half on a blocked punt, so they had some momentum going into halftime. And then coming out of halftime, Sanchez put together the best set of downs of the day for the Jets. He finds Dustin Keller for 21 yards to the Patriots 32. 2 plays later, 11th play of this drive, throws it up to Jericho Cotry. Nice throw, nice catch, and a touchdown.
One-on-one is on the outside. You got to go with that matchup anytime.
And it's a 10-point game, and the Jet defense began to clamp down on Tom Brady like it was September. But every time the Jets got the ball back, Sanchez couldn't do much with it, and then
Throw it away,
was
Mark.
this
Throw
way.
it away, Mark.
Not there.
Brandon Merriweather picked Sanchez. 4 interceptions in the night for Sanchez.
Yeah,
8 plays later, here comes Maroney running again. He had 77 rushes and 2 touchdowns. The Patriots rebound quite nicely from that Sunday night loss in Indianapolis. They're 7-3 in control of the AFC East.
It's been a fun 10 weeks. You know, we've really had 3 bad second halves, which is why we've got 3 losses. And, you know, we've learned a lot from those losses. And, you know, I'm looking forward to what's ahead. I mean, Coach always says season starts after Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving's Thursday. So got 6 regular season games left. Saints are going to be, Coach said it, probably the toughest opponent we face this year. Right there with the Colts.
Jet team, this game against Carolina featured 30 combined interceptions from the starting quarterback.
Yeah, he's back too.
30.
So you knew it wouldn't be long until we saw an interception.
You got that
it was the
right.
Panthers' opening possession when we saw the first one. As the ball bounces right to Darrelle Revis off the heels of Steve Smith, the intended receiver. That's an easy pick 6 for one of the top corners in the game. What happened?
D-Tuck.
That's the way the ball bounces.
What happened?
No, it looks like it. I don't.
Steve's not looking for the ball
Well, why is it a hot?
because they're blitzing off the corner, off the slot, and they're just going to escort him, and the quarterback's not going to make that play.
Oh, boy. Second
All right.
quarter, Jets up 7-3. Delhomme looking for Steve Smith, but there's that man Revis again.
Good player now. They're going to stick in with the best receiver.
He erased Steve Smith.
Hey, Jake Delhomme help.
Much was made in the New York market about Kerry Rhodes not starting, getting benched, but he was a factor. He was benched for the first time in his career, and he gets his first interception of the season.
I can't
I don't
comment
think he's
on,
done yet.
on Jake.
5 plays later, here's Thomas. Well, can't you comment on Jake?
I can't
It's your
because
job to comment.
I don't want to sound like I'm hating. I don't.
Fourth quarter, Panthers still down 14-3. Jake Delhomme throws this one to Steve Smith, who comes down with it. It's called a touchdown. Rex Ryan is a red handkerchief. He decides to throw it or flip it, what have you. And when you're going down, you can't have the ball shift on your chest when you're out of bounds, and that's what the...
We had a
Good
shift.
call.
We had a shift
we
on
had
our
a shi-
chest.
we had a
It was a
shi-
good call.
a shift. 2 possessions later,
I can't say nothing,
it's
Coach.
another pick for Kerry Rhodes.
Please, Coach, say it for me.
Yeah, he's got nice range back there. He didn't start this game for whatever reason, but he had 2 picks.
He didn't want
Yeah,
you
he
to
didn't
comment
want
on
to
Kerry
say that,
Rhodes. He wanted you to comment on Jake Delhomme. But now with Geico sending a coach him up, comment on Darrelle Revis for us.
Yeah,
please.
Darrelle Revis, the third-year player out of Pitt now. He made the Pro Bowl last year for a reason. Look at opportunistic. This is the hot now, Prime. The ball hits Steve Smith in the heel and pops up to Darrelle Revis, and now he's got an escort. Be at the right place at the right time. Very opportunistic. 67-yard touchdown, interception, return, and he's just getting started. Now he's going to go one-on-one on Steve Smith. He always takes the best receiver. He's getting physical, a little bit down the beyond the line of scrimmage here, but he locates the football. He's going to play the ball, little arm bar, he gets away with it. Now go up and catch it at its highest point. Excellent job, sheltering his body with Steve Smith. He makes his second pick of the game, 4th on the season. Now he's out here. Brian, look at this, will you? He's out here on Steve Smith. It's a run. Here comes D'Angelo Williams. He does not make a business decision. He's going to come up and make a tackle for a 1-yard gain. You see that? That's why he made the Pro Bowl last year. That's a coach him up.
We've got highlights of what you just saw went down. T.O. dressed like he was playing in Wasilla, Alaska.
It was pretty cold there.
Yeah, and Mark Sanchez and the Jets trying to get back to 500. A lot of missed opportunities early on. To Witt in the red zone, wide open Jericho Cotry and an airmailing.
Just an overthrow. Jets had a chance.
And when you're throwing interceptions, that's what happens. You go for the overthrow instead of the underthrow. You got to make that.
Settle for the game-tying field goal right there. Next play, next possession. Up top, wide open, Braylon Edwards, and it hits him in the face mask.
So you think he lost it?
No, there's no lights. No. This is what happens when you runs on your heels and the ball bounces on you. It moves on you. You can't pick it up.
And the Jets forced a punt. It would have been an easy 84-yard touchdown. So the Jets, instead of being up 14-3, it's 6-3. And then Marshawn Lynch, the forgotten man in Buffalo, gets a nice gain right here, 35 yards. And the next play, they just feed him again, and he finds the end zone.
That's the guy who's upset about losing his job. And that's it. This is how you make the coaching staff recognize that, look, you have game.
Well, we didn't see him for the rest of the game pretty much after that, despite those nice 2 runs right there. And the Bills are up 10-9 right before the half. Mark Sanchez, nice throw to Jericho Cotry. Doesn't miss that opportunity there. 45-yard gain. And then 2 plays later, in the red zone again, Sanchez gets rushed, extends the play. Nice throw to Braylon Edwards, who makes a move, leaps for the end zone, initially called down at the 1. But inside 2 minutes, the booth buzzes down, and after further review, this is a touchdown.
That is a touchdown. Mark Sanchez did a nice job in the pocket, moving around, buying some time, allowing Braylon Edwards to work open.
Jets go up 16-10 at the half. Third quarter opening possession of the half for the Jets. 3rd and 6 in their own 13, and Sanchez doesn't slide. Goes headfirst trying to get the first down and appears to bang his right knee on the turf in the process. And despite the signs and the concept of sliding feet first that Joe Girardi taught him, he went for the first down, and then 2 plays later, handing off to David Clowney on an end around. Sanchez leaves the game, limping on.
I'm thinking, did they step on his foot on that? Because right after the play, he walked away from the play. I think he dove pretty good.
Well, no one stepped on him right there, but they were working on his right knee, and he did not return. So it was Kellen Clemens' game to try and bring home, as that drive led to a field goal. It's 19-10, 2-score game, and there's a forgotten man as well. Darrelle Revis essentially erasing Terrell Owens for much of the night. That led to a field goal, made it a 1-possession game again. Jets needing to pick up first downs. Kellen Clemens just extends the play to try and take as much time off as possible. They have to punt the ball back to the Bills. Rex Ryan putting the hands of the game in the hands of his defense, and the way the defense was playing, that was a good idea. First play from scrimmage for the Bills. There's Sean Ellis with the sack, loss of 10 yards. Next play, Ryan Fitzpatrick trying to go for Terrell Owens, and there is Darrelle Revis to put the nail in the coffin. A pick of Ryan Fitzpatrick, and the Jets go up to Toronto, Ontario, Canada, by the way, and takes this game for the now 6-6 New York Jets. They are back to 500. They are done with their division schedule that started with that big rousing win in Week 2 at home against the Patriots, but they finish up only 2-4 in the division, so that could be something that prevents them from moving any closer to a playoff position further down the road. But the bottom line is they are back to 500, and the Dolphins play in Miami, the Patriots in Miami this week. And if the Dolphins win that game, the Dolphins would improve to 6-6. They've got the tiebreak over the Jets because they've swept the season series, but that would make only a 1-game difference between the Patriots and the Jets and the Dolphins. But for the moment, this is the way things look. The Jets are a half game behind 3 6-5 teams, a half game out of the wild card. Jacksonville holds a tiebreak over the Jets because they won in the Meadowlands a couple of weeks ago. And those two teams are highlighted on this to let you know that we've got Indianapolis at Jacksonville to kick off Week 15, 2 weeks from tonight.
that
the
quarterback.
Jets in Tampa with their backup quarterback, Kellen Clemens, getting the start. Josh Freeman coming off of a 5-pick game, and the Jets defense took the Jets home in Raymond James Stadium.
Make that 6.
David Harris picks off Josh Freeman, led to a Jay Feely field goal. Feely had 3 field goals in the first half. In the second quarter, on the plus side of the field, Thomas Jones puts 6 up of his own.
This is what you do when you have a new quarterback or a young. You run the football and play great defense. That's what the Jets do.
33-yard touchdown there. Jones had 99 yards on the day. Josh Freeman threw 3 interceptions. Darrell Revis takes this one.
Defensive player of the year.
Darn near. Really, even with Charles Woodson.
It's a toss. It's a toss-up.
Even with your Rhinestone Cowboy.
I think Rhinestone may be out of this one.
He was pushed out at the Buccaneers 7. Thomas Jones took it in from there. The Jets are one of the 4 teams at 7-6 after a 26-3 win with their backup quarterback on the road.
I love it. I love it. Hey, look like
There'll be no questions.
I love that. Randy, that mature Randy Moss.
So Matt Ryan back for the Atlanta Falcons. Mark Sanchez back after a 1-game absence himself. With Atlanta up 3-0. Sanchez is going for wide open Braylon Edwards.
Everybody can throw against the Falcons.
7-3. The Jets are on top. They've won 3 in a row. They're feeling it. They have a potential playoff opportunity. Here's Jay Feely in the midway through the second quarter. And
when it's cold now, when it's cold, it's hard to snap and hold. And all of these complementary pairs, they're not warmed up. This can happen in a heartbeat.
Well, Kellen Clemens can't put it down, and the Jets do not convert an opportunity. 3 seconds left in the half. I mean, Jay Feely usually leans to the right in other matters off the field, and he misses this one wide right. So that's 2 field goals. Could be 13-3 Jets. It's not. It's still 7-3 Jets in the fourth quarter. So Jay Feely again, another chance from 37 yards out with 5 minutes to go. It's blocked.
Oh, no.
Jets had 33 plays on the Falcons side of the field, no points.
Great penetration.
Mike Smith is loving it. With 2:15 to go, the Jets defense needing one more stop on 3rd down. Can't get it. It is caught by Roddy White, and Donald Strickland grabs his face mask. You tack on 15 more, a 31-yard gain on 3rd down. And the Jets defense was stellar all day, but in the final drive, not so much. Jason Snelling up the middle for 20 yards. Inside the 6, minute 47 to go, 3rd and goal. Ryan goes for who else? Tony Gonzalez.
Reed is
forced it into him.
Have that, Reed.
He didn't. So it's 4th down, and pretty much the entire free world
You
knows
drop an
who he's going
interception,
for,
this
right?
bad things happen. Look at the snowballs flying down there.
And Tony Gonzalez gets a free release, and he squats down.
Yeah, that's too easy. You got Matt Ryan back from a toe injury, and he does his thing.
How does that happen? If you
No discipline.
well,
No discipline. You cannot let him have a free release. It looked like a little confusion in the secondary.
poor time.
Nice design of the play.
It was 4th down, and the Jets would have won the game. They're 4th in a row. Instead, now their quarterback, who's been struggling all day, needs to go down the length of the field and try and get a field goal, which, as you've seen, is no gimme. And it's Sanchez's 3rd pick of the day. Rex Ryan, after the game, said, quote, "We're obviously out of the playoffs, and that's unfortunate, and it's most unfortunate when you say that in New York and you're not really out of the playoffs," because the Daily News headline,
Oh, that's not nice.
"The fat man sings, it ain't over," but Rex says it is after Jets' horrific loss.
That's not nice.
Let's get right down to the brass tacks, folks. Peyton Manning, he's not going to give way to Curtis Painter. I mean, that's the only way we've seen Painter all year
There's
long.
Painter right there.
Don't blink.
This is a highlight
There
film
he
with
is
Curtis
again.
Painter.
Painter's all over.
He's like Waldo. Where's Painter? So Jim
That's what Jim
Caldwell,
says.
we're
Where's
going to put Painter in later on. So
Painter
we're gonna
for
get some
Purdue.
points now. Maybe that's what he said to him. 4th and 1 early on. Donald Brown is stopped by the Jets, who have their playoff lives on the line in this game. But Bart Scott unfortunately stopped.
Oh, yeah. That's tripping.
Yeah,
Brown
do what
with
you
an
got to
extended
do.
play.
Yeah,
I
stop
don't
him.
mind that.
So that's an automatic 1st down against Rex Ryan's Jets, who again had their playoff destiny in their hands coming into this game because of the way things broke elsewhere. And then Joseph Adai breaks through for the first score of the game, but they missed the extra point.
Yes.
We pick things up just down just 9-3, the opening kickoff of the second half, and here comes Brad
Why are we
Smith.
showing this?
Because it's a 106-yard kickoff return, longest play in Jets history.
Wow.
And Brad Smith gives the Jets a 10-9 lead over the Colts.
Wasn't according to plan.
But here comes Peyton Manning right back at it. Manning to Austin Collie back shoulder.
Oh,
Yeah,
back
there's
shoulder
the rookie
fade,
from
one of the
BYU.
toughest plays to defend.
And that's the way Manning becomes the fourth player to reach 50,000 career passing yards, and he wasn't
Grand.
done in this
Nice protection by Donald Brown.
drive. He finds Dallas Clark to the 7, and then 2 plays later, hands it off to his rookie from UConn, Donald Brown.
Run to daylight.
He does.
Nice drive. to open the third
15-10, they
quarter.
go for 2, and it fails. And then, would you believe, why is Jim Caldwell and Peyton Manning and Curtis Painter talking about it?
Something's going down.
I think he wants to see the painter.
Curtis Painter comes into the game. And disaster strikes immediately. Calvin Pace hits him. Falls loose. Marcus Douglas recovers for the Jets, who take the lead just like that.
Just like that.
But there's a red flag on the field. I think Jim Caldwell is challenging his decision to bench Peyton Manning.
Can't review that.
No, I'm sorry, he's reviewing this, and it was obvious that it was an empty hand, and Jim Caldwell's watching
And you can't put him back in.
the lead
Not gonna
and
put him back
undefeated
in.
season slip away. Do you think
Stay in there, Painter.
No, he said, why do they block for me and not for him?
And there's a lot of guys out, not just
all of
Peyton.
the starters were benched as Painter went 3 and out 3 straight times, and the Jets are now up 18-15. They went for 2 after getting that defensive touchdown. It's the fourth quarter now, 21-15. Painter on 3rd
Block
and
for
4.
the painter! Oh, boy, he ain't Picasso, but you got to block for the painter.
He got 2 coats of Jets defense on him. Here's the Jets, 21-15.
This is what they do best.
Thomas
Look
Jones.
at Faneca down the field.
Good job, Painter.
29-yard gain to the Colts 1, and then 3 plays later, Thomas Jones. Jets go for 2, and they are up 29-15 again in a game when they had to have to stay alive in the playoffs. Curtis Painter picked by Dwight Lowry. And that's the way the undefeated season for the Indianapolis Colts go down the tubes. And it's again, another situation in which the Colts need to, I guess, fill time until the end of the season because they've clinched everything so early. The one time where they didn't clinch anything until week 17, they won the Super Bowl. How did the Colts feel about having the undefeated season go down the drain? The Ocho v. Revis Bengals v. Jets game on Sunday Night Football meant that it would be all for either the Jets in or the Houston Texans would be in against Cincinnati next week. And the running game was what it was all about for the Jets on Sunday night.
The Wildcat stuff, the option stuff with this guy, got him out in front right away.
He's a real quarterback.
Brad Smith, who was a QB at Mizzou back in the day, 57 yards down to the one. Thomas Jones, the more conventional runner for the Jets, took it in to put the Jets up 7-0. Then after a 3 and out by the Bengals, here comes Sean Green, the rookie out of Iowa. Jets ended up going 69 yards and 21 plays on that drive, and they kicked the field goal. So they're up 10-0. They're controlling the ball. They're controlling the pace. They're controlling the tempo. Brad Smith keeping again.
There's a little option. See ya.
32 yards and gone. 17-0 Jets midway through the second quarter.
It's over.
This is what they do best. They run the football better than anybody behind this veteran offensive line, and I like the new wrinkles that they have each week.
Tony Richardson throwing a block, and Sean Green wasn't even an option. It was just take it right up the gut, Brad Smith. Why don't you?
Oh, it's cold.
Next Jets possession, it was wind chill of 5.
Oh, you leave me at home.
Here's Mark Sanchez rolling right. Nice throw to Jericho Cockrey. So the rookie's feeling it right now as they're dialing up plays for him. Here he is 5 plays later to Dustin Keller on 2nd and 7.
That's what you want to do with him. Play action, movement, and throw the quick game.
And, of course, have a running game and a defense to back it up. 3 plays later, down to the Bengals 6. Sanchez throws out to Jericho Cotchery.
Body on body blocking.
Touchdown, Jets 24-0 as the Bengals offense could not do anything for Marvin Lewis in the first half. It was cold out there, for sure, but it was cold for both teams. Chad had that one on his mitts. Terry Rhodes hit him there, and Chad tweaked his left knee in pregame warm-ups. That was Quan Cosby dropping one, Andre Caldwell dropping one. Palmer's numbers were Painter-esque, if I may be so bold.
Blame it on the Painter.
Dwight Lowry picks off Palmer for the end of the first half. The Jets tacked on 3 more, 27-0. At the half, Palmer was 1 for 11 with no yards passing in the first half. It was a Jet wipeout. They are in the playoffs. The Texans had their playoff hopes dashed. So the Jets travel to Cincinnati next week to start the wild card weekend. Darrelle Revis after the game with Kara Henderson.
Darrelle, how do you explain how a team left for playoff dead at 7-7 has pulled this off and what this means to you guys?
We just stuck together. You know, we always knew it was a chance out there for us, and we took advantage of it. These last two games, and, you know, they were tough games against playoff teams, and we won them.
It was a little lonely out there on Revis Island tonight. Chad, no catches. What do you think of the second matchup, and do you have a little message for him?
No message. I just try to do my job, and, you know, we got to play against them again, so I'm going to just try to do the best I can covering them again.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jets in Cincinnati. Ocho Cinco, look what he got himself for his birthday. I think get a half mile to the gallon, you think?
Yeah, well, you could drive from there to L.A. for sure.
Look at that Mack truck. On his birthday, he's turned 32
That's
today.
Mark's dad.
Mark Sanchez trying to get out of his Huggies in a big bad way, trying to become only the fourth rookie quarterback to win his first playoff game. And Lavernius Coles, the former Jet, after the Bengals were set up with a nice 56-yard kickoff return by Bernard Scott, puts the ball on the turf. And interestingly enough, Marvin Lewis decides to challenge after an entire commercial break in which it was apparent that Coles had control of the ball before fumbling. And it was a challenge that went for naught. Lost the challenge, lost the timeout, lost possession of the football, but didn't lose any points over it. The Jets couldn't convert it into points. Bengals come right back, and then Cedric Benson began to get it going.
Running like he's upset, which he is, for not being voted to the Pro Bowl.
19-yard game. That sets up a redemptive moment for Lavernius Coles. A 7-play drive capped by Coles' touchdown catch, and the Bengals strike first.
Very nice throw. Easy out route by Lavernius Coles. Go to the pylon. Take the lead early.
7-0. Cincinnati already more points than they had all last week. Mark Sanchez on 3rd and 9 at the end of the first quarter. Big catch by Jericho Cotchery. Marvin Lewis decides to challenge this, perhaps after seeing Sanchez say, let's go up and let's snap it quickly. But you see one toe down and the other is dragged.
Marvin needs some friends up in the booth.
Yes, but
tell him the truth.
He's got to get some good advice up there.
Out of challenges for the rest of the game with 47 ticks left in the first quarter. And then up top to Braylon Edwards, who drops it.
Yeah, he got you all right. Lead among the league leaders every year, Michael, for the most dropped balls. This is just lack of concentration right here, taking your eyes off the ball at the precise moment. It's nothing to do with the sleeves.
Hits him between the 1 and the 7. The rookie quarterback can't be picked up by his receiver, but the rookie running back does. Sean Green, touchdown, longest run play for a touchdown in Jets playoff history. The rookie out of Iowa puts the Jets on the board. It's tied at 7. 3rd and 6, midway through the second quarter. Darrelle Revis picks off Carson Palmer.
They don't seem to be on the same page. It looks like Ocho's going to go deep, and he wants to throw a back shoulder throw, it looks like.
Yeah, but the ball should have been thrown upfield. But Darrelle Revis did a great job. Right here, watch him, shielding off Chad Ocho Cinco to make sure he cannot get position on that football.
3 plays later, it's 3rd and long again for the rookie. No big whoop. Jericho Cotchery picks it up on the slant route. Puts it in Bengals territory. Next play, It is Sanchez to his second-year tight end. Last year's first-round pick for the Jets. Dustin Keller, touchdown, 45 yards. And the rookie quarterback has his first career playoff touchdown. And the coach is letting him know.
It's in your heart, baby. It's in your heart.
Third quarter, 14-7. Jets opening drive results in a field goal. Jay Feely was doing the punting in an emergency duty. Kicks a 42-yarder, except for the fact it's a false start. Moving back 5 yards. Jay Feely tells us, Coach, I can do this. I can make this.
No
Coach
big
says,
deal.
Well, then go do it from 52 yards out. And it is good, but it's another false start on the Jets.
Come on.
They can't do this next.
Sit in the blocks.
So the Jets waste an opportunity, have to punt it away. No points for the Jets, and back come the Bengals, ensuing possession. What a day for Cedric Benson.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. Cedric Benson put in his plea for, like you said, I'm upset about it, but my money, honey, can you make my dollar holler?
27 of his franchise postseason, 169 rushing yards, and then there's the flag on the next play. Revis called for pass interference on Ocho. Your thoughts, Brian?
My thoughts on that good out and up move, but this is some good coverage right there. He gets the body into it. Look and lean, young corners, look and lean. Great play.
But the Jets defense holds the Bengals out of the end zone, and here's Shane Graham to kick the field goal, and this is no good.
He Nick Funked it. That's a good one.
So it's still 14-7 Jets. Jets get the ball back, and here's Sean Green, who had 135 rushing yards on 21 carries, 17 yards there, 5 plays later. 3rd and 6, Braylon Edwards picks up the first down, gain of 16, 1st and goal at the 9. Next play, Thomas Jones, touchdown. Jets are up 2 scores with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
This is where they're good. They're going to run the ball regardless of 8 in the box, 9 in the box. Stay stubborn with the run.
The dream season of the Bengals is slipping away. 12 minutes to go in the game. Ocho picks up a first down, or actually a gain of 9. Next play, 2nd one from the 47, and Cedric Benson is gone.
Great blocking, body on his play, and Benson outruns the defenders.
And we've got a ball game again. It's 21-14 Jets with 11 minutes to go. Right back at you, big fella. Jets get the ball back. Mark Sanchez, 2nd and 8 from the 34. Play fake. There is Dustin Keller making another play.
But they made a killing with this play. Rolling Mark Sanchez out, handing that, getting that ball on the roll to the tight end, Dustin Keller. He ran well with the ball.
Sanchez was 12 of 15 on the day, 80%, highest percentage of a rookie quarterback in playoff history.
Good.
And then Jay Feely kicks the field goal with 5 and change to go, and the Jets do get the 3. They're up 2 scores. Carson Palmer needing points fast. Can't find Ocho on the deep route there. 4.5 minutes to go. Next play, Carson Palmer, 3rd and 10, looking for Quan Cosby. And there comes a late flag, illegal contact on Drew Coleman. Fresh sets of downs for the striped cat of Cincinnati. 2 plays later, playoff life on the line. 9th play of the drive, Palmer to Quan Cosby again. Tack on 15 yards late, hit David Harris.
Smart by getting out of bounds now. Not a smart play. Hitting them late.
15 more yards sets the Bengals up on the Jets 11. Palmer, next play, what do? One-on-one coverage with Ocho. Go for it! Oh. And he gets his feet down but can't corral the football so close. This was the Bengals' best chance at a touchdown on the rest of the sets of downs from that point. So bring Shane Graham on, right? Got to get at least 3 points. It's a
chip shot.
It's a chip shot from 28 yards away. And Shane Graham... Nick Fulton. Nick Fulton again. Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah,
that look says it all. And that's the way the Jets would seal the deal. A very emotional Ocho Cinco at the end of, as we all know, a highly emotional up and down season for the Cincinnati Bengals, mostly up as they went 9-3. And then they finish up 10-7 and still have not won a playoff game since 1990. As for the Jets, what a day, led by the youth movement. Mark Sanchez, the 4th rookie quarterback to ever win his first playoff game. Rex Ryan, the first Jets head coach to win a playoff game in his first season. Steve Mariucci, Michael Irvin, and myself, Rich Eisen. Mark Sanchez back in Southern California for the first time since last year's Rose Bowl, taking on Phillip Rivers and the San Diego Chargers and their 11-game win streak. 2nd possession of the game for San Diego. Rivers finds a wide-open Malcolm Floyd for a 19-yard gain. 5 plays later, 7th play of the drive, they're settling for a field goal. Would you believe Nate Kading had made 69 field goals in a row inside of 40 yards, and he misses the 37-yard.
Well, I guess everybody gets to miss one in their life, right? All right, here we go.
Second. Well, he also missed one in the playoffs the last time he faced the Jets, and it cost him. And deja vu all over again? Well, perhaps the San Diego Chargers defense would have something to say about that, as the Jets were forced to punt their first 4 series were 3 and out. 2nd quarter, Phillip Rivers to Malcolm Floyd. We've got a flag on the play on Leo Shepard. Michael?
Yeah, Leo Shepard trying to make the play, but you're a little too close. Hell holding a little too much right there.
Yeah, a little too much.
Is that on? Let me yank the jersey right on the cut, and when you pull a jersey away from the shoulder, usually the ref sees that.
Next play, it's Antonio Gates. Nice one-handed grab.
This big guy, it's the advantage we thought the San Diego Chargers would have. The tall receivers and Gates being 6'4", the ex-basketball player with athleticism.
2 plays later,
big fella.
inside the red zone, Rivers to who else but Chris Wilson?
Chris Wilson?
It's not Gates,
wide
not
open.
Vincent Jackson, not LT, not even Legadou Nane or Malcolm Floyd. It's Chris Wilson, everybody.
You're concentrating on all of those guys you just named, and then they find Chris Wilson back in the end zone. Does a great job of getting his feet down.
7-0, and the Chargers get the ball back after, again, another Jets 3 and out. There is Malcolm Floyd, but the ball is loose, and Jim Leonard gets on it. It was called a catch and fumble. Norv Turner wants to challenge it. And after further review, this is called an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it looks like they don't think he took a couple of steps, a football move. Boy, Jim Leonard, no helmet, he knocks it out of there. But it's incomplete, Rich.
But I mean, I don't see the evidence to overturn, but it was overturned, and the Chargers get the ball back, and Darren Sproles.
The whole game, you kept waiting on the Chargers to get going, and they never could.
Darren Sproles, this was the last possession of the half, as that overturning only led to a punt. And meanwhile, the last possession of the half, there's 6 seconds to go. Vincent Jackson sets up Nate Kading from a long way away, 58 yards away, as a matter of fact. You can't blame him for missing that.
You got to cover that one now. He's going to return it.
So it's 7-0 San Diego. Jets get the ball to start the second half, and on 3rd and 7, that's a penalty on Quentin Jammer as Sanchez tries to find Jericho Cotchery. Fresh set of downs for the Jets, set up on the Chargers 37. 3 plays later, another 3rd down. 3rd and 5, Sanchez to Dustin Keller, upended by Jammer. Jets set up to go for it on 4th down, but Rex Ryan calls a timeout, kicks a field goal to get some points on the board. Later on in the 3rd quarter, Sanchez picked off by Quentin Jammer.
Didn't try to throw the ball down the field very often, a lot of slants, but when he did right here, Quentin Jammer was there for the interception.
As the ball was tipped initially by Steve Gregory of the Chargers.
It wasn't the best throw, and certainly Braylon Edwards there looked like he was looking around instead of trying to knock that ball down.
But 2-3 plays later, Phillip Rivers throws it up to Vincent Jackson, and even though it looks incomplete, Darrelle Revis did what? He picked it off.
Yeah, what a beautiful job by Darrelle Revis. You got the taller man to play. You know you can't go up and get the football at his highest point because this guy's too tall. He's putting that right arm down. I will only give you one arm, and then I think your foot's
a little bit lucky. It landed on him like Antonio Freeman on Monday Night Football. It landed right on him.
Because they said luck counts in this league.
A little tush bounce right to the runner-up to the Defensive Player of the Year, and the Jets get the ball back, but they have to punt eventually. Phillip Rivers down 7-3. Picked up by Jim Leonard.
You don't see Phillip Rivers do this very often. An ill-advised throw. That's an interception. Sets up the Jets with great field position.
Right inside the red zone. Who's he throwing to here?
You know what?
The dig.
Anthony Gates. Antonio Gates never looked, so I don't know who he was throwing.
So the Jets are set up inside the red zone. Sean Green, after a great play, after a great game last week, got the ball, 2-yard gain. And Sean Phillips headbutts to Brickashaw Ferguson.
Big games, you just got to keep your poise all the way around. It doesn't always go your way. Keep your poise.
1st down, half the distance to the goal in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd and goal now from the Chargers 2. Throwing it in. Sanchez extends the play and finds Dustin Keller, and the Jets have the lead with 13 and a half to go.
Play. Big-time veteran kind of play. They roll him out, which was smart. Let him remain a passer on the outside. Wait for somebody to come open. Watch the location of the ball. Down low where only Dustin Keller can get it. The second-year player from Purdue. Great throw by the rookie.
So the Jets have the lead. Chargers get the ball back, and Kerry Rhodes is coming in free. The safety comes in free, forces the Chargers to punt. Jets get the ball now at the lead, a chance to pad the lead, 3rd and 4. Sanchez, nice throw to Cotchery to move the chains with 8 minutes to go.
Again, a nice throw, and again, the ball placement, most incredible thing he's ever done.
Next play, Sean Green, 1st down and more, running through the secondary, touchdown, 53 yards. The rookie Sean Green puts the Jets up by 10.
He's one of the reasons they lead the league in rushing. They're going to pound it in there. He's going to break tackles. Good push by that veteran offensive line. He breaks the safety's tackle, and he's got enough get up and go to score the long one.
They say a team takes on the personality of a head coach. Did he just do the LaDainian Tomlinson?
Rex can't run that fast.
Ensuing Chargers possession, now down 10, 3rd and 2. Antonio Gates picks up the first down, gain of 14. 3 plays later, 3rd and 5 on the Jets 25. Rivers to Malcolm Floyd. It's okay. They need 2 scores. Might as well bring out your Pro Bowl kicker. He's missed 2. He can't miss 3.
No way.
He's not going to miss 3. He missed a 3rd one. The hat trick for Nate Kading. No points for the Chargers. Less than 5 minutes to go in the game. An 11-game win streak and a dream season slipping away. 3rd and 5 ensuing possession for the Jets. Sean Green can't pick it up. Chargers use a timeout. Jets punting it away with 3:44 to go. Almost blocked by Eric Weddle.
Yeah, he came free on the inside. Now he's got to block that. He's got to find a way to run through the block point. Get it!
That's Jacob Hester.
Watch this.
Lay out, put his body up in the air and go towards where the ball is being kicked, not where you see the ball at the time.
So the Chargers 1st and 15 with the ball, with a timeout to go. Up top, Vincent Jackson, does he make the play? They say yes, he makes the catch. Rex Ryan challenges, which leads to an interesting moment we'll talk about in a moment. It's ruled as a catch on the field, upheld in review, but when Ryan threw the challenge flag, Vincent Jackson kicked it. It was called for unsportsmanlike conduct. Who knew it's 15 yards if you kick a challenge flag? First down, but you move the ball all the way back to the 35. No matter as Darren Sproles gets it all back with a 19-yard gain on the next play. 3 plays later, 3rd and 7 from the 13. Rivers to Jackson. Looks like he's about to take it in. He's ruled down at the 1. More time ticking down as the Chargers have 1 timeout left. Need to conserve that timeout.
Quick sneak. They're not lined up yet.
Smart play. Jets milling around, didn't get in position. Way to snap the ball quick and just walk in the end zone.
Rivers makes it a 3-point game. They decide to go onsides with Mike Cyphers up top, all the way in the air.
A perfect kick.
But Kerry Rhodes comes down with it on the hand team for the Jets. 2 plays later, Green, 4-yard gain. Chargers use their last timeout after the 2-minute warning. Jets need 1 first down to wrap it up and go to Indianapolis for an AFC Championship game. Green all the way to the 30-yard line. He is a yard short. What do?
You let the clock tick, 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 tick. You take your time out, waste the clock. Let's go for it, Rex.
And go with it with the 3rd leading rusher in the league, Thomas Jones, with the first down gain to wrap it up for the upstart New York Jets and Rex Ryan. First time since 1982 the Jets have won 2 games in a playoff season. They shock LT and the AFC West champion San Diego Chargers turn the Chargers with their 11-game win streak into a one-and-done team. And it's the Jets with their first AFC Championship game appearance in 11 years going to Indianapolis. The AFC Championship game. Mark Sanchez trying to be the first rookie quarterback in the Super Bowl. Peyton Manning, the first 4-time MVP quarterback ever. That's opposite ends of the spectrum in one game. The Marbles in the AFC, and the first Colts possession of the game, the opening possession of the game, ends with a David Harris sack of Peyton Manning. Rex Ryan's feeling it on the sidelines. First possession for the Jets. Sanchez on 3rd and 6.
Nice footwork.
Nice throw to Jericho Patry with even better footwork on the sideline right there. That is a catch.
Great throw by the rookie. Under duress, he reset his feet and dropped it over the top. Beautiful throw on the sidelines. Nice toe tap.
4 plays later, 7th play of the opening drive of the game for the Jets. Sanchez to Braylon Edwards in the quick game right there. 20-yard gain to the Colts 22, but 4 plays later,
Jets were ready.
The Jets stall and bring out Jay Feely, 44-yard field goal, and it's only fitting that the man who appears on the Hannity show is a little right.
What's going on with these kickers in the NFL? What is going on with these guys?
A lot of misses time.
The Colts dodge a bullet there, and the Jets can't put points on the board in their first opportunity of the game, but the defense sacks Peyton Manning. Again, only 10 sacks of Manning on the season, and they bag him twice in the first 2 possessions. They have to punt. Next Colts possession, here is Pierre Garçon. Peter Waiter was setting things up for the Colts all day, and Dwight Lowry's hurt on the play. And Lito Shepherd, who didn't start, comes in the game, and Manning finds Lito right away with Garcon going vertical.
Mike, that was a great stick-and move at the snap of the ball. Then he stacked it. He got back in front of him, cut in front of him, so the defensive back had to run up his back to make the kick.
That set up the Colts for the first field goal of the game from Stone.
Did he?
3-0 second quarter. Sanchez pump fakes. Braylon Edwards is free. He catches it, and he is gone. 80 yards, longest play in Jets postseason history. And that's the way the Jets score the first touchdown of the game.
And when you give this young guy an opportunity, talking about Sanchez, he can make these throws. He can make these plays. He is a winner. This is a perfect throw. Braylon Edwards catches the ball where he needs to catch it in stride and gets to the end zone.
Jacob Lacey on the play. Next possession for the Colts. Reggie Wayne, 25 yards. That's the way to get off of Revis Island. Check out this shake and bake.
I beat Marshall down on this early. Look at that. Look what he did to Revis. Marshall fought.
5 plays later. 9th play of the drive. 3rd and 2. Manning to Austin Collie over the middle. A 22-yard gain for Collie to the Jets' 4-yard line. 12th play of the drive. 3 plays later. 3rd and goal from the 1. They decide to sneak it.
Hey, Manning don't run the football.
They do cover up the centers and the guards. That's a tough yard to get.
A big stop for Rex Ryan's defense.
Huge.
And then Jim Caldwell decides to go for the field goal.
Yeah, you should.
So the Jets keep the Colts out of the end zone and maintain the lead 7-6. Next Jets possession. 4th play, Brad Smith. Not an option. He's throwing it, and it's Jericho Cotchery from the former Missouri quarterback, 45 yards.
We knew they would have to get big plays up the field to stay in this game with the Colts. We didn't know how they would come, but look at this, Brad Smith.
Great
We've
blocking.
seen him run that. Look at Kenny, did you know he could throw like this?
Yeah, he played quarterback in college.
He sells the run block on the safety and runs to the corner. Nice play design.
And then 3 plays later from the Colts 9, 3rd and 7. Sanchez stays in the pocket, delivers the ball, got blown up in the pocket, and Dustin Keller gets the Jets on top.
That's a veteran throw. Watch, he makes up his mind, takes the hit, fires a rocket ball, very accurate for the touchdown.
So the Jets are up 14-6 in this game, and then 3 plays later with the Colts getting the ball back, Joseph Adai hit by Calvin Pace, and Jim Leonard recovers for the Jets, and they add a field goal onto it. What a big play.
Boy, it's a huge play because right here you just see when you looked at Indianapolis Colts, they were saying, what is going on out here? Momentum was going with the Jets.
Jets up 17-6 in Indianapolis with 2 minutes to go in the half, but that's when things began to brighten for the Colts. Austin Collie, gain of 18 yards.
This guy
right
led all
before the
rookies
2-minute
with
warning.
receptions this year with 60.
And then the next play, this play essentially turned the game, if you think about it. What a great throw.
And this is what I was talking about. That defense did a great job right there. Guy, right there in coverage, but you got to give the guys credit.
His jump.
Yeah, that's okay. But that's great play by the offense.
That Drew Coleman on that play. And then Collie had nobody covering him on the next play.
Coverage.
16-yard score, 4th play of the drive, a 4-play drive right down the field, and they score as Collie Wilson.
Some blown coverage. Come on, guys.
They talked about having a lot of coverages to disguise and throw Payton off. You had too many coverages for your own defense.
The Colts have the last score of the first half. The Jets get the ball to start the second half. Sean Green, who had such a great postseason, the rookie comes up gimpy after that. A rib injury from which he would not return. 4 plays later, Chase Feely comes out from 52 yards, and Feely is even further right.
That's 2 misses, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 2 misses.
3 plays later, the Colts get into the ball in good field position because of the miss. Austin Collie on 3rd and 3. That's a first down. 123 yards for Collie on the day. But that didn't even touch the day that Pierre Garçon had. Next play, a 15-yard grab by Garçon. 4 plays later, they're 1st and goal, the Colts, and here's Garçon.
They hit him inside with inside routes all day, Rich, and they went outside.
Dare I say that's Marvin Harrison?
Yes, very much so.
And no one throws this ball, this route better than Peyton Manning. Maybe not in the history of the game.
That's Marvin Harrison's route like that for all those years.
It looks like it.
So that's a big play as the Colts get their first lead since being up 3-0, and then they get the ball back. Dallas Clark with a 12-yard gain, and then that's Reggie Wayne with a big 13-yard gain, and you tack on some more yards right there. 4 plays later, Dallas Clark. There's the more yards, and then 15 more as James E. Hedibo with an unheady-bo heads-up type play as he yanks on the head of Dallas Clark.
Yeah, the Colts offense was getting physical with the physical Jets defense.
First down on the Jets 34, 2 plays later on the Jets 15, manning with Dallas Clark, and now the Colts are up 2 scores in a game they were trailing at one point, 17-6. This is now 21 unanswered points on the Jets.
You're seeing some mistakes by this secondary. Donald Strickland
That's a
is
linebacker.
also out, and you've got guys patchwork right there in that secondary right now.
Jets next possession needed points now, and they go 3 and out.
Yeah, and we knew it. We talked about it. Some point, the young guy was going to have to step up and make some plays late in this game. He played a great game. Mark Sanchez, a little too much pressure later on in the game.
6.5 to go in the game, and there's Pierre Garçon again up 10, moving the chains. The Jets defense needing to get the Colts off the field. Here's Joseph Adai, a big first down gain.
Stay in bounds.
Inbounds. Clock continues to tick down as the Jets are down 10, needing the ball back. Manning takes the play clock down to 0, and then 3rd and 9 finds the kid from Mount Union College in New Jersey, right down the road from the Jets facility, with a big first down play. And on 3rd and 8, Joseph Adai almost picks up the first down, and just like the Jets did last week on the San Diego Chargers, they decide to go for it. Nope, they kick the field goal, go up 30-17, and then there's a tip ball as the Jets try to go down the field to try and make this a game, and it's Sanchez's first interception of the postseason. Bill Polian is all smiles. The Colts are hopping around, and Pierre Garçon, whose family
I like that.
is from Haiti. Peyton Manning lifting the Lamar Hunt Trophy for the 2nd time in 4 years as the Colts go to the Super Bowl for the 4th time. And would you believe it? All 4 times in Miami. They're going back again. A valiant season for the Jets comes up short as Peyton Manning proves to the world why he's a 4-time MVP.